They said it really loud, they said it on the air, on the radio. Whoa,
This is the Carlos and Abi Show.
on the radio. Whoa, on the radio. Whoa, now.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
This is the Carlos and Abi Show.
Yes, that's
Welcome
right.
back, everyone, on Triple H FM.
My bad. I forgot to press the button.
As
Anyway.
usual, stuffing up from the
Yes.
beginning. How's everyone's Easter been? How was your Easter?
I was all right. I was at work.
I feel like it's still going.
It is still going. It's
Yeah, it
Easter
is.
Monday.
Easter Monday, that's right.
Yes, I was at work.
Oh, busy?
Yeah.
Everyone running into chemists.
Yeah, all
Buying
buying
chocolate?
those bloody bunnies and
'Cause it's all,
chocolate
like,
eggs.
Cheap now.
So, yeah, 25% off. Already.
Awkward. I'm in an absolute sugar coma.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually really good. Saturday I was good, and then today I don't know what happened to me.
Really?
I was like, I'm going to be really healthy. I'm going to be so good. And then I went in and I don't know what happened to me. First, I had my coffee. I was like, I'm going to have a bit of an Easter egg next to it. Start off with one Cadbury little bunny, right? You just start off with like the little mini ones,
Yeah.
the eggs, sorry. And then it kind of just progresses into what is happening to me right now. And I feel like I'm on the sugar low, which I should be on the high. But yeah, too much sugar.
Pre-diabetic Abby.
Yeah, you like that status, right?
Yeah, you had a status
It's not
on
funny,
your
actually,
Facebook.
with all due respect to all people who do have diabetes. But yes, I feel like I'm a pre-diabetic. I ate so much chocolate. It was filthy.
I guess you got to go to the gym now. Well, you like going to the gym anyway.
Yeah, I do love going to the gym, so it's not a problem. But I feel like I need a detox. Like tomorrow, I just want to have green tea all day.
Oh, I love green tea.
I say that, but I'll probably get to like 3 o'clock. And I'm like, I need some
I got
solid
green tea to thank for all this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That sexy body right
Yeah,
there.
that's right,
I can see
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. Awkward.
Always awkward with you, Carlos. Always, man.
No, you make it awkward. That's the thing.
I just stare at you. I don't even have to say anything. You know what I mean. It's so
Mm.
awkward. If only it was TV. This is radio, so people don't actually see what I'm saying. But I think that
not
they can.
that bad.
They can feel the tension. No, not you. It's what you say and what you do.
Right. Anyway, now that we've got past Abby's important Easter weekend, or the
Yes.
chocolate lows and highs and whatever.
Hey, I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there who feel the exact same way.
Yes, anyway. What have you got on the show, Abby? We've got a big show today.
We do. We have a massive show today. We're speaking to a last season, I believe, Joelle, who was on X Factor. And now she's just released a single, which I'm absolutely loving. That's really biased. I shouldn't be saying that. But great song, and we'll be talking to her about that soon. I believe it hit number 23 on the charts last week. On the first,
that's pretty good.
On the first day, yeah, especially for an independent artist in Australia. So pretty excited to talk to her about that and, you know, the film clip and what have you. And you guys, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to send your questions via Twitter and hashtag AskJoelle. That's hashtag AskJoelle. And we'll be choosing a few questions to ask her. So
Yes, that's right.
please do tweet us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw the video clip. It's absolutely hilarious. I mean, it's all serious in the beginning, and it's all, you know, love and...
No, don't tell everyone now. We can talk
Okay.
about this with Joelle.
Okay.
It's redundant now. We can talk about it once we speak to Joelle. But furthermore, we've got a fair bit of celebrity news. We've got Logan back in the office with us.
Yes.
In the studio. He's going to be mute tonight. He's actually just watching Carlos behind the scenes. I don't know if he's going to learn much, but he's here anyway.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, so we're
Poor
hoping he
Logan.
will. Unfortunately, poor Logan. Yeah,
Poor Logan.
he got stuck with us. Yeah, so we've got a fair bit of celebrity news going on, which I will be letting you guys know my 2 cents worth.
Yes.
And this week I'm going to go a little bit more Australian based because I feel like I am always based in regards to LA and what have you, because we all know how much I love that.
Yes.
But we will mention
TMZ.
TMZ.
Go on.
That sounded really scary. My voice just went. Anyhow.
Have an Easter egg.
No more Easter eggs. You do have a song to play though, don't you, Carlos?
Yes, we're going to do. And when we come back, we're going to be, hopefully, speaking to Joelle.
Yes.
Yes.
Unless she's caught up. We're just waiting at the moment.
That's all right. We're going to play a song, and we'll be back with Joelle. This is Carlos and Abby on Triple H. Carlos and Abby on Triple H FM with you. That was Iggy Azalea and some other person who doesn't really matter. But anyway, because it's Iggy Azalea. And now we're back with Joelle.
Hello.
How are you going?
Good, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, you're a bit of a fan, aren't you?
Yeah, I am a
Carlos?
fan. I am a very big fan, Joelle, especially after watching your video clip.
He was in Stitches.
Did you like it?
Yes, hell yes.
Awesome.
The ending was my favorite.
He actually, it's quite awkward actually, Joel. I think it was about the last maybe 20 seconds, we repeated that over and over and over, and he still found it funny. I found it
Yeah,
hilarious. at the
people are
time.
liking it. I thought I'd get in a little bit of trouble, but everyone likes it.
No, it's part of your minxy personality. I love it. I wanted to ask you, just in regards to that, we are going to get into listeners' questions.
And your song as well.
Yours, obviously. But I wanted to ask you, how many takes did you take, of when you, with the whole flipping the bird? For anyone who hasn't seen it yet, get out there and get onto YouTube. Joelle, save me. And she basically puts her finger up at the end of it's just amazing.
It's
Spoiler,
awesome.
but it's
Awesome.
the best. She gets a bit of chewed, which is fun. So how many takes did you do?
Probably, I'm going to go with 8 takes. I don't know. Every time was a different attitude. Sometimes I looked like real angry. Sometimes I looked more like cheeky, and I think they grabbed the one that was most genuine.
Oh, man.
It just works with the smile. You're not expecting it. All of a sudden, you see the hand come up from the screen.
Sensational. You know what? As a girl, my heart actually broke. I was like, oh no, just don't get back with him. You know, it's a toxic relationship. Why is she looking at him like that? She's giving him the eyes. And then that finger comes up and I was in stitches. I still can't get over it. So we love that.
Yeah,
It's
that
very
was
creative.
that was my intention, so I'm happy. That's
Love
exactly
it.
what I wanted to happen.
Creative
Awesome.
genius.
Awesome.
Love it.
So how's life post X Factor, Joelle?
To be honest, it's pretty tough because you come off a show that's so full on every single day, and it's a weekly thing, and there's a lot of hype and a lot of energy. And then you come off the show, and some people will get picked up by a label and some won't. And then it's up to you, see what you want to do and see what you want to achieve. And if you want to use X Factor as a platform, if you want to just go into performing, if you want to go back to whatever your life was before. So for me, it was just a lot of hard work with singing and writing and creating music and just trying to get this single out, which is my aim. And yeah, just worked my butt off for now for a single out.
So you don't actually have a manager, do you? Joelle, do you do it all yourself, or how
Yeah,
you...
no. I'm in talks with a couple of people at the moment, but I did it completely independently. I had no management, no label, no nothing. Just
Insane.
Wow, that's awesome.
I
booked
did...
that with a producer. My friend is a really good producer. So we were in the studio and recorded this track. I'm lucky to have him on board. That's, his name's Serge, but besides that, it was me getting on iTunes and letting all my people know on social media, and yeah.
How did you feel when you got to... I think last I checked it was at 23. What was the most it peaked at? Was 23 the last that it...
Yeah, top
Right.
20. I just found out
Amazing.
that it charted on the RO charts, number 16.
Oh, that's amazing. How does that feel?
Pretty surreal, to be honest with you, because I'd spoken to a couple of people in the industry, and they were like, it's really good that you're doing this, it's really good hard work, and it's a learning curve, and no one really anticipated for it to go well. So to have it in top 16 and hasn't really been played much. So it's just
On the radio, yeah.
my following on social media that have helped me get there. So it's kind of motivational, thinking I could do even better if I managed to spread the word about my single being out.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
You definitely have to be self-motivated, one would assume, because you're actually doing it full-time, right? I believe you were you were studying before, but you've put that on hold for now.
Yeah, studying primary teaching put on hold because it's a lot of work. It's a lot. There's so much more that goes into it than what you would think.
Yeah. Well, it's not as simple as literally just singing, especially with your social media. I mean, you're pretty full-on. I've noticed, with your posts, it's like you've got so many people that are responding to you as well. And I like that you kind of told, you did put something, I kind of put the guy on show, where there was a guy that was a bit of a hater.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually really enjoyed that. How do you take that? What do you do with the haters, Joel, besides, posting it, making everyone start hating him? Reverse bully? No, you're not a bully. I'm joking.
I don't bully him. I end up kind of having a laugh with my haters because when sometimes there's constructive criticism and I'm all open to that. Not everyone likes chocolate, not everyone likes ice cream. Fair enough. Not everyone can like me. So I take constructive criticism on board, but sometimes it's just pure hate and just negativity, and I don't like that. So I might get a real stupid comment about being fat or shit singer or whatever they decide to say, and I might just turn around and be like, yep, how about you go count how many eyelashes you have and then come back to me. 'Cause I really
I
don't
love it.
care.
Just go watch. I love it.
About it.
Oh, that's
It's good though
awesome.
because you're really appropriate as well, the way in which you do it, because you do have a lot of young followers. I believe, you've got a lot of I think it's some the girls that are 13, 14 years old who obviously look up to you. You do know that they're obviously looking up to you. So you're in quite a powerful position. And how do you feel about that?
I think it's good because I'm very realistic and I go through everything that every girl goes through. I'm not a superhuman, so I feel like I'm glad for them to look up to me because I want them to see that you can always bounce back from whatever situation, whether it's confidence issues or bullying issues or feeling bad at school and not knowing what you want to do with your life, or having a breakup, whatever it is, been there, done that. So I'm happy for them to look up to me and just show them that you can always jump back up on your feet and everything's going to be all right.
Definitely. Carlos,
we
did you
have
want to
some-
ask her wait, before we get to those
Oh,
questions,
okay.
sorry, Joelle, and please do let us know if we're taking too much of your time, but we had a few questions come up on Twitter. Before I ask them, this is just personal use, and this is probably a question that almost every girl in Sydney and Australia want to know, and probably a few guys. Where do you get your eyebrows done?
I get asked this all the time. It's a random question.
Please don't say you do them yourself.
I'm most of the time I do it myself. But I think I've been done, at my beautician in Mortdown, Sydney.
Okay.
But I think it's just because I'm half Greek, so it's the wog in me that I've got dark eyebrows and everyone notices it.
That's
And
not
I've
fair.
just
I'm full wog, and my eyebrows need to be drawn in.
I do my
Like,
own
they're
eyebrows.
totally
I do my
different.
own eyebrows as well, Joelle, and they look great.
Good to hear.
It's cute that you think that.
Well, they look better than before.
Hey, confidence is key.
As long as
look-
there's two, I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, no, they're trimmed as well. They're not over the top. Yeah, there's two.
There's two, definitely.
So in Mortdale, and so half the time you do it yourself as well. So self-maintenance.
Yeah, well, it's, I've always got an event or a performance or a meeting or something going on, so usually I used to just let them go wild and then get it done every 3 weeks and feel real pretty. And now it's just kind of fucking old time and trying to keep that that under control. But definitely now I use eyebrow pencil. Everyone always tweets me on Instagram and Facebook me about my eyebrows.
You know they're pretty amazing brows though, right?
Well, it's, the eyebrows
Come on. They're part of your features. Like everyone knows you've got your big white smile with the coloured lip, but your brows are they're Joelle. They're all Joelle.
Well, you know what? I'd probably prefer someone tell me that
Hello?
I've got, nice
Colours.
eyes. Hello?
Yeah, you there? Sorry, Joelle. I think what a bad line. You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, continue. Sorry.
It's a very random thing. Very
Yes,
random thing.
it is.
Compliment.
Sorry, and I'm a random person. That's why I thought I'd ask you. Also, secondly, who is... I noticed you upload a lot of photos on Instagram and video story on Facebook and Instagram. We're wondering who is always the person that's driving next to you, because you're always in the car.
Always different people. One of my three sisters, I'm a good friend Laura, or gym buddies, and I'm with everyone. Everyone knows that I am always just mucking around. Sometimes I'm driving too, but that's naughty. So
Well, double demerits.
yeah, but I hate driving. So
We won't tell anyone, Joelle.
No, we won't.
We won't tell
It's
anyone.
just
So
a
that's all.
broadcast. It's fine.
Thank God I'm not on radio.
No, not at all. We're gonna jump straight to the listeners'
Yes.
questions. Sorry, I know. See, Carlos
Fans'
is giving me the eyes.
questions.
He's like, Abby, just stop. You're just talking about girly things. No one cares, but I do. Anyhow,
She gets a bit carried away.
I don't know, I
She
get a
gets
bit carried when it
excited.
comes to brows. They're important. I wanted to ask you. So we have Sandy who asked, who would you like to write a song with if you could? So out of everyone in the world, who would you want to write a song with?
I can't really run my down one person.
Not
I'm
one.
going to go with maybe Ed Sheeran, Passenger, Chris Brown.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yes, that would be
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Just that person? Yeah.
You're a bit of a. I was told that you're a bit of a Swiftie fan. Is that true?
Bit of a...
A Swiftie, Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah, I like Taylor. I like everyone, really, to be honest.
Your music's
Yeah, I
quite
like
broad,
Taylor
though.
Swift, Lauren Hill. Pardon?
I said your music's quite broad, even though it is quite soulful. You got quite a broad audience as well.
Yeah, I'm very broad. I like to sing with acoustic, like a Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran song, but then I can do Rihanna and, yeah, as I said before, Chris Brown, John Legend. I love it all.
Love it. Nice and versatile.
Mhm.
Second question is by Amar, who asked, what inspired you to actually write Save Me? And will there be a next single? So that's two questions. Amar, that's a bit over the top, but first part of the
Definitely
question.
next single. I'm always writing music. My high school boyfriend, really.
Aww.
I went through exactly what was in the film clip. I just had my high school lover.
Well, I bet he's sorry now.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
He is hard.
just going through exactly that, you know, getting really involved in someone and then just not really being in control of your own happiness. It happens to everyone in relationships. It's very common that you're with someone and you get so involved with them and, you know, something goes wrong, so you're not in control of your happiness and you're trying to fix things, and really it should just be a matter of, you know what you're worth and you know what you're giving someone, and if you're not getting it back, then you should be able to walk away. But I got really involved in trying to fix things, and I was young, and that's pretty much what inspired me to write Save Me.
Yeah. Well, that sounds just about right with that song, I think. Pretty much explains
Especially the ending.
it. Yeah. Oh, Carlos,
Yeah.
get over the ending, man. He's
I
going
love it. I love it.
so good.
Thank you.
The attitude's great.
Yeah.
Unique. Last question, Joelle. We won't keep you long. What was it? Are you going to be doing any live gigs around Sydney?
I am. It's just me doing everything now, from trying to figure out what events I'm going to things I dress in and what charities I'm performing at and what events, and songwriting, and then getting to the studio and then staying on top of social media. So I've got a million and one things going on. But I've got a lot of charity work over the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to do some meet and greets in Sydney and some performances. And I'm opening for Sean Kingston, I think.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. But that'll be on my social media. Get posted on my...
Definitely. Everyone can follow, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram as well. You got like almost 200,000 followers, right?
Well, yeah, the other day I got asked how many to put into a description, and I didn't know. I had to calculate it, and I've got 280,000 something.
Wow.
What? Oh, I underestimated that.
That's a
Sorry,
lot.
that's a bit awkward. Well, last time I checked.
That's YouTube as well.
Yeah.
I've got 7.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that says a lot.
You stick to it, you'll get there,
It's
buddy.
because of your brows, babe. It's the brows.
She's take
Change
more
your
pictures
brows.
of my brows, then I'll get more
I'd like to
followers.
see my brows.
Finally, your song "Best Friend." Why? And to me, as you know, as a fan, as a girl who just listens to it, because I'm definitely one of your listeners. Why didn't you release "Best Friend" like launch it as you did with "Save Me"? Or was it just something you just didn't? Was it a song you had for a while? Or?
I guess I've always been tossed out between different management, different label possibilities, and I'm always waiting to kind of rely on someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when Save Me popped up, I'd broken up with my boyfriend. It was finally me, myself, and I'd come off X Factor, and I said, you know what, I don't want to wait for anyone anymore. I'm not going to be sitting here in limbo trying to figure out who I need to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to make it happen. And I guess when Best Friend was written, I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready, yeah.
It was possible to do it on my own.
Because the
So I
sound
just
and
think
quality on that song is just amazing. Like,
yeah, that could be on iTunes. And I also didn't have the fan base
oh yeah.
when I wrote Best Friend. The only reason why it Save Me is charted is because of my amazing supporters. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And every artist says that, and you hear them kind of just sucking up to their fans.
Yeah.
But it's not until you're in your position where you really, really appreciate having that support. And for me, it's legit, because I don't have a label that's promoting me or a manager. It's literally me and my supporters that have gotten that single to chart. So that's why I waited to Save Me instead of Best Friend, and I couldn't have done it without my...
Well, hopefully someone has a look and picks it up and definitely runs with it, because
it's definitely worth it.
they've been
I mean,
making a
it's
lot of
good.
money off of you and your gorgeous brows and your voice. Wow, your soulful voice. Good luck with it all, and thank you so much for speaking with us. We're going to play the song "Save Me."
Yes, we are.
Which, we can't wait to play it. So thank you again, Joelle.
No worries. Thank you for having me, guys.
No problem,
No worries.
lovely.
Thanks, Joelle. Thank you, and hopefully it
Have
won't
a
be the
good
last
night.
time.
Yeah. So listen, when you
Thank
become
you.
famous, remember us.
Yes.
No worries.
All right, lovely. Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, Joelle. We'll
See
play
ya.
a song now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Oh, that was awesome. That was
She was
awesome
good.
with Joelle. All right, let's get straight into it. This is Joelle with Save Me on Triple H FM 100.1. Carlos and
Download
Abby.
it now on iTunes.
Yes. This is the Carlos and Abby Show on Triple H FM. We just had Joelle on, and that was the song Save Me, available now on iTunes. I'm afraid we had to... Yes, I'm afraid we had to cut it there because Abby would have had Joelle on all night. She's a huge fan, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, Abby, it's time for your 2 cents now.
It sure is.
More
Everyone-
talking from Abby. That's great.
Carlos, Anyhow, today I'm going to be speaking about some more Aussie-based stuff because I was copying a bit of flack for just talking about international celebrities, which everyone knows I'm good for. I love the locals. Joelle, she's a local. We love her. But it's actually some quite sad news. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. I'm going to start with the bad. Manly Sea star Brett Stewart. You know, he's never short of a problem, unfortunately. And he's going to appear in court next month after being charged with a DUI on the Northern Beaches this morning.
Oh,
it's double demerits,
no.
man. Like, just even in general, he should know.
You got to have a plan B, man.
It's double demerits, that's right. Anyhow, his blood alcohol level reached 0.079. It's not the highest ever, but it's in a low range. But he's still going to be in court on May 7th, so it's quite soon. I'm pretty sure they'll still let him play.
Yeah,
over
no,
the weekend.
I think they're going to let him play. I think they'll let him play. They should let him play.
I don't actually think they should.
Who does he play for?
Oh my God, Sea Eagles. What's wrong with you?
I'm not
Logan's just looking at you like the judgment is there, even though he's an AFL supporter. The judgment.
I don't really know my sport.
Yeah, so
talk to me about tennis.
Willie Mason is. Oh yeah, I love the tennis.
I love the tennis.
You're ruining my 2 cents worth. So Willie Mason, Willie Mason did it. I think it was about a year ago. Not too sure, don't quote me, but I believe they let him play, so it was fine. It wasn't like he actually got into trouble or anything, which I understand because he is a footballer. At the end of the day, if you're going to court, you're still going to go back to work if you have a normal job. But they they do have a certain power, and personally, I think that it's quite. I feel like they're supporting them in some way, but then again, it is their job. But also, in regards to Australian news, Asha Ketty, our favourite Aussie actress.
Offspring, yes, one of my favourite TV shows.
So talented. Yes. She's reportedly wed her husband Vincent, and correct me if I'm wrong when I say this, it's a very difficult name to pronounce, Fantuso.
It's Fantuso.
Fantuso. No, it's a Z. It's a double Z.
Yeah, Fantuso.
Anyway, in a secret that's right. In a secret Fiji ceremony.
Right.
Apparently the pair wed on April 7th in on Turtle Island in front of Fantuso's 4-year-old son Luca.
Oh,
so it was a nice intimate affair.
That's nice.
So that's a 2 cents worth.
I wouldn't mind getting married in Fiji.
It would be lovely. That means you have to find someone to love you.
No, I have to find a girlfriend first.
Yeah, that's true. It's just get started on that. But that's about it in regards to that 2 cents worth. Carlos?
Yes. What we're talking about in the car, I was telling you something and I can't remember now.
Oh, guys. If only. Sometimes I wish I should record what happens with Carlos and I in the car. Obviously not video. There's nothing that exciting. It's pretty much me just closing my eyes because I don't want to die. And
hey, I'm
Carlos
a pretty safe
humming
driver.
along to, he is actually very safe. I'll
Yes.
give you that much. But he hums along to the radio, and he always has the aircon on so high, and I'm like, I get whiplash from it because it's intense. Quite exaggerate, a little bit of
Girl,
exaggeration.
you had whiplash before you got in the car. Yes, you did.
I'm just gonna let that one go.
No, I can't remember what I was talking about in the car. Just keep talking.
Okay, well, so I actually have some more news to share with everyone.
Yeah, no, I
in
can't
regards,
remember.
Now, she's not Australian. Oh, sorry.
I said something in the car and I can't remember what it is.
Okay, when it comes back to you,
It was like 50 cents worth and I can't remember what it was.
it was. But right now, let me have my 3 cent. My
Cents.
extra cent.
Cents.
No, 1 cent.
No, 3 cents is 3,
No,
not
but I'm
1.
adding on to cent. Okay, congratulations.
2 plus 1 equals
All
3
right,
cents.
stop putting me on the gronk. Let's listen. So Lorde, who isn't exactly an Australian artist, she's
Yes, she is.
from New Zealand. Well, we're
Okay,
pretty much
yes.
just going to adopt her as our own, as we do with everyone else.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, as you do. I was waiting for that one. Anyhow, she's absolutely up in arms over an assumed Photoshop mishap.
Oh, I think I read about this.
Yeah, she's not a fan of Photoshop at
No.
all, and I think it's really lovely, especially as a 17-year-old. I mean, these days, we all
She's
do it to a
17?
degree. Yeah, she's only 17.
17?
Yeah,
Wow.
phenomenal success,
That's
right?
great.
I love her because she's actually biffles with Taylor Swift, so
What's
that makes me
Biffles?
best friends for life. Oh, they're not really. They're friends. I do know that. Like, it's looking like you should know that.
Well, I don't know what Biffles mean.
Anyhow.
I talk like a normal human being.
That's true. Sorry, no acronyms.
You're like social media
anyhow.
on legs.
It's actually true. I am, totes. Totes. Anyhow.
You have a T on your forehead and an F on your cheek.
Okay. That's called a T-zone. You're so rude.
No, T for Twitter and F for Facebook.
Okay. Oh, wow. F for something else right now. Carlos, be quiet. Let me finish my news. Anyhow, so the 17-year-old pop star, she took to Twitter to express her disappointment with, and I believe it was a Canadian publication, and they're called Fashion Magazine, literally fashion, and which she claims they gave her a digital nose job for the cover of their latest issue.
Oh, I wish I could get a digital nose job.
And that's awkward. Like, what would you do? Like, honestly, as an artist, I mean, I think that she's very secure in who she is at 17 years of age to actually even address that. But the editor-in-chief, Bernadette Mora, actually denied it. She denied that the publication gave her a rhinoplasty, surgery, quickie, courtesy of Photoshop, which is what was told to E! News. But she seems adamant, the young star. So what is your take on Photoshop?
I think they did it. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time Lord has been photoshopped. I was going through Twitter because I follow Lord on Twitter.
Yeah.
But she posted a picture of herself and another picture that was in a magazine or some sort of website, right? And that was photoshopped. And she had her normal picture, the way she was on stage, and the one they photoshopped. And she said something, they don't really like this. And she said, remember, flaws are okay.
Lovely. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I think that's really lovely.
They just airbrush some of the, pimples that you get when you're 17 years old.
Yeah, it's normal.
And something like that. And they just gave her, like, makeup and stuff.
They overdid it. Or obviously, the makeup's fine, but when they're overdoing it and they're changing the shape of your nose.
Yeah, I think that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they did it. I really think
I worked in magazines for a while, and it's obvious. They do Photoshop. And you know what? To be honest, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to slap the hand that fed me. I don't mind a bit of Photoshop. Although when it does alter your whole body or, your whole features, I think it's a bit awkward. But if you've got a little mole that you don't want to be shown or a little pimple, that's fine. I don't mind. But then again, it's just like with Instagram. As if everyone chooses Valencia so that you have, clear skin. Everyone knows it. Like that song, Let Me Take Selfie.
I was just thinking about that song.
X Pro Valencia.
Yeah, like, makes me have a tan or something like that. That's what the song says, right?
I want to say something clever. Sorry, I just really love that song. Anyhow.
Oh, man, those girls can never say anything clever, but anyway.
I know, that poor girl. She's only got about 1,000 followers on Twitter.
Really?
I thought she'd be a little bit more famous. They pretty much just used her. And
it's just like, be yourself.
Yeah, she just walked away. Yeah, no one even knows her.
Oh, man.
Carlos?
Yes.
Have you remembered what happened in the car?
No, I don't remember what
Hopeless
happened.
boy.
I'm not going to remember anymore. I hate my knee on the studio desk here. It really hurts.
I don't know why I'm not surprised by you, seriously.
No, I was just like feeling around in my chair and I hate
You're
myself.
going to drive me home, please be careful. Is it the proper foot?
Well,
right foot,
it's a manual car, so I have to use my left foot.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I got no.
No, it's going to be alright. It's going to be
I can't drive home with a manual car.
Yeah,
I'm going to be stalling all the way.
Actually, you can't drive at all, so...
Yes, I can. I'm on my red P's. You're so
Oh,
mean.
you are? Oh, sorry. I thought you were on your L still.
No, I'm not on my L's. They
Only
expired and I went back.
Only 10 years later. Yeah.
Rude. Guys, you're more than welcome to call up and speak to us about whether you like Joelle's new song. Let us know what you thought about it.
Yes.
Or maybe you don't like it, but we loved it. I'm sure everyone likes it. Feel free to give us a call. Carlos, that number is?
8086 1900. 8086 1900.
Or maybe you just want to chat about how fat you're feeling after all those Easter eggs. Or maybe I'm just
I
alone.
don't think people want to say how fat they are on air, Abby.
I'm happy to say it.
Never mind. Anyway, so if you want to contribute, if you want to, to Abby to whatever her 2 cents was, agree, disagree, whatever. I can't even remember
With
what
the
you said.
Photoshop.
Oh, the Lord's Photoshop. Yes, that's right. What's your opinion on it? 8086 1900. You can always go on our Facebook page or on Twitter at Abi Mustafa or at Carlos Diaz as well. And yes, so if you want to call us now. Just going to go on a break and we'll be right back. This is the Carlos and Abi Show. Carlos and Abby with you. This is Triple H FM. And Abby, have I got a test for you?
Here we go.
Yes. What kind of coffee do you drink?
Depends, multiple. Depends what time of the day. But generally, when I go off, no, seriously though, in the morning for the gym, different types of coffees. But generally, I will order a skim cappuccino.
Skim cappuccino. Let's see if we got that. That's very specific. Anyway, I was reading
With
online.
half a raw sugar.
No one cares.
In case you wanted to bring one along one
I was
time.
reading online the other day, and it turns out that you can tell what kind of a person one is by the coffee they're drinking.
Come on.
No, I'm being serious. This was a full-on test.
What if you don't drink coffee? You drink like hot chocolate.
Then you're not normal.
Right. You're
Anyway,
not a person. You're not a being. You don't matter.
so what was it that you drink again?
A cappuccino. Skim cap.
Skip.
I used to drink skim flat whites, and then I started.
Oh, here we
skim
go,
caps.
cappuccino. Let's see. The cap lover doesn't really indulge in their coffee as much as they should. They probably had their first cap when they were about 25 and haven't deviated since. They are still a child at heart who really loves that chocolate sprinkle on the top. They are probably from the country. You from the
That's
country,
I'm
Abby?
from the burbs. Okay, I'm happy to say that. I am from the burbs. I actually didn't start drinking coffee till after I finished uni. So
Are you 25?
Not yet. I'm 23.
Fail test.
Yes,
Fail.
failed. No, but yeah, I didn't. But they are right. I didn't start till later on. I do, although I do drink a short black and stuff as well. So I'm a bit of a.
Short black?
I'm a bit
Let's see.
sultry when it comes to my coffee.
Let's see if we've got short
go all
black.
out.
Here we go. The purist. The
And a
person who
and a
orders.
macchiato as well.
Hold on, I'm talking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The purist.
I'm talking.
The person who orders the authentic espresso takes life and themselves very seriously. Well, that's wrong. They have no
Yeah.
time for fancy adornments like milk or a dusting of chocolate. They want to get straight to business.
I'm a
They are
contradiction.
often CEOs and leaders. They make decisions quickly and rarely back down. There's not much grey in this person's life, which could annoy those around them.
What I think about that is I'm actually a contradiction. So by morning I'm something, and then by night, before I go to the gym, I am that serious person, and I
Right.
need that short black or the macchiato. But
Macchiato. Do we
Yeah.
have that? I'm not going to read that. Wait, do we have a macchiato here?
there is. Yeah, it was just
Here
under
it-
short black. It should
Oh, really?
be quite
Wait.
similar.
Oh, here we go. What about the person who orders the short macchiato or short mac to those cool enough to drink it? This is the tipple of choice for this coffee-savvy young professional. They work and play fast, so have fun, but be careful of burnout. Whatever that means. This coffee is on the rise as young Gen Y-ers take over the coffee scene. The short mac is cool and everywhere.
So I'm cool.
Yeah, whatever. Logan, what about you? What do you drink?
I
Tony's mic,
am the cappuccino guy. I'm okay being bland.
Can everyone
Yeah?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm the cappuccino guy. I'm okay being the bland person.
Right.
It's not an issue.
He
No
likes the
issue?
chocolate.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Awesome.
chocolate on there.
Awesome. I'm
What
gonna
about
read
you?
mine.
What do you do?
I'm a latte drinker.
Oh, here we go.
So let's see what it says about me.
Typical. With those brows. Go
Well,
on.
what do you mean typical?
Nothing. Go on.
Latte, 3 sugars, please.
Oh, okay. That's ridiculous.
How is that
Do you even
ridiculous?
taste the coffee?
Yes.
3 sugars.
3
you might. Oh, do
sugars.
you want some Nesquik with that, babe? Just put some Nesquik in there. Bit of Milo.
When I go to the bar, I order a
Yeah,
glass
like
of
the
milk.
coffee is completely gone there.
No,
Okay,
it's,
continue.
it's,
Talk about the
anyway.
latte with your 3 sugars.
Okay, let's see. The latte lover tends to be a bit softer, like a milky latte. They can be more romantic than others and are probably still friends with their first crush. They are the ones who always stay back at work and actually mean to without ever complaining. They would bring in their own heater and high altitude gear rather than ask for the heating to be turned up. They're generally pretty nice people.
Oh,
On
that
the
is you.
spot,
See,
yo.
it-
You have
it is.
On the
chosen your
spot.
latte
It's
based
quite
on that.
spot on. You are quite selfless. I'll give you that.
What do you mean selfless?
Like, you know, you kind of think about others before you think of yourself, which
Oh.
is lovely.
You obviously
I'll
don't
give
know
you
me
that.
very well.
No,
Great
come on,
traits.
Carlos. You do. It's a good trait to have.
Oh.
Not exactly a pushover, but you're like halfway there. So I guess basically.
Oh man, you are funny. Like, if I wasn't a definite latte drinker before I am now.
Yeah, now you
They
tell
got the
me.
romantic on there.
Yeah.
I'm not friends with my first crush.
Why? It ended
Um,
badly.
Yes. And
Sadly.
yeah, I actually do stay back at work and I never complain. Or I complain during work. Yeah, I'm a nice person. I'm a nice people.
Nice
think-
Nice people say they're nice people.
They do.
I don't know, do they?
Can we talk about someone who's actually been through something that's pretty bad? I wanted to mention this before this wrapped up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, this is going to put a somber tone.
Whoa.
But Lindsay Lohan, I know that you're a fan of her.
Yes, very
okay,
big
I
fan.
know
I
a lot
like
of
her.
people get annoyed by her and everything. She's been through quite a lot. She's got, she's got a mental illness, which, is difficult. And you've always got to be careful when you're dealing with someone who is, struggling with something like that. Anyways, she has been a part of the Oprah Network. She has been doing a show, her own show, where they basically follow her around, kind of like a reality TV. I don't know how much of it is actually real, but I think that's what genre it falls under. Anyhow, when she was asked to give a little bit of more so about her experience on the show, before she answered that, actually it's probably wise to tell you that she revealed on the show, which it was quite intense, and you can't judge someone for saying so, maybe at the time it felt right, that she actually had a miscarriage on the season finale of her own show.
What?
Yeah, so, and when they asked her about it, they didn't really want to ask her much about the miscarriage because it's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a horrible thing to go through. When they asked her to give them her take on the whole experience of the show, she actually said, no one knows this, but I had a miscarriage for those 2 weeks I took off. It's a very long story. Mentally, that messes with you. Lindsay didn't really elaborate in regards to what happened, whether who the father was or what have you, which is kind of fine.
Yeah, understandably,
but she did mention that there were times when she didn't want to film because she actually couldn't even move.
Really?
Yeah, so as someone who, I've actually witnessed someone, obviously not myself, but I've witnessed someone, who's gone through a miscarriage. It's quite sad to think she still tripped it on, and, only took the 2 weeks off and got straight back into it. But yes, I just wanted to wish her well. I know she's probably not listening to us, but Lindsay Lohan.
That's hardcore, man.
Hey, sorry, I probably shouldn't end the show on that, especially because we're laughing the whole time with Joelle, which was awesome. But yeah, so I feel like maybe with this show, it's kind of given Lindsay a little bit, maybe she made it a bit more personable because people kind of just target her, and hopefully she has a support around her because I think her family's quite screwed up as well.
There's so much pressure on her now not to drink or do drugs and everything.
She mentioned, I actually remember watching it. She said, that drink, I'm not going to get that through. I've drunk every drink there is. I went to every party that there is possibly to be held. It's something that she's completely over because she's done it so much.
Yeah,
at such a young
you would
age.
be over it too, yeah.
So hopefully she's over it, and maybe she wants to. And it doesn't necessarily mean she needs to settle down and have kids, but maybe she can just settle down and just be. I think, which will be just as a person, Lindsay as a person, not as a celebrity.
Yeah,
I guess, which we sometimes forget.
Obviously,
We get caught up in it all.
Well, hopefully she recuperates, and we wish her all the best anyway.
Sure do.
Yes, and that concludes this broadcast day.
It does, doesn't it? We want a special thanks to Joelle.
Yes.
And all of her beautiful Joellers. I think that's what they call themselves.
Joellers.
Anyway.
I'll call them jellies.
No.
Okay.
Joellers, who are supporting her at the moment. Guys, please do get out. I mean, we're always a fan of Australian music, especially someone who's doing it independently. It's great that she's used X Factor as a platform.
Well, she's got a lot of fans now, so that's
definitely.
pretty good.
She's killing it. There's people internationally. I think it charted internationally as well, in places like Ukraine and stuff. So it's amazing, all over Europe. But please do get out and download it. Save Me. That's Save Me by Joelle.
Yes, that's available on iTunes now.
And sure is. And get out there. You guys can follow us on Twitter or Facebook.
Yes.
Our Facebook is the hashtag Carlos and Abi Show. You can follow me on Twitter and see my incessant ramblings. It's basically just selfies. No. I talk about news and what have you, whatever's happening.
Hashtag,
so it's
like the other day.
there's a lot of
Hashtag I want a low carb diet.
Yeah, hashtag I wasn't on a low carb diet. Obviously, after the Easter Bunny, I'm not on a low carb diet. There's
Sugar low. Hashtag.
sugar load. Yeah, actually today I'm a pre-diabetic, which is worse.
Oh man.
Anyhow, you can follow Carlos on what's your
At Carlos Diaz.
Yep, and I'm Abi Mustafa. So
Yes.
thank you guys. And
No
next
worries.
week on the show, we've got a big show planned.
Yes.
We don't have intricate details just yet. So we'll keep you posted on
Yeah.
our Facebook page.
Carlos and Abi Show on Facebook.
That's right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yep. Thank you guys. Thanks for your support, and we'll be back on the same time next week.
7 o'clock Monday.
Yep.
Be
that's
there or be
right.
square. All around because of the chocolate.
Yep. That's right.
Okay.
No worries. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye.
Have a good one.